So the Bonsai Northwest Melbourne exhibition is on again this year at Footscray Community Arts Centre, 45 Moreland Street, Footscray, Melbourne, Victoria, on the 20th and 21st of April 2024, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come along. There's lots of stock for sale, heaps of trees on display, and I'd love to see you all there. So looking forward to it. G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. Thank you to those who turned up to my sale day in Melbourne recently. I have been inundated with messages asking if I could send interstate if possible, anything that is still available. So there are stuff that's still available, and I'm going to start with some Shinpakus here, Shinpaku Junipers. Now I can send to all interstate except WA and TAS due to restrictions. Now, if you're interested, just let me know what you're interested in. Please email me at bonsaiworks@gmail.com, and I have a full price list that I can show you and send to you, and you can have a think about it or decide which ones you want. First in, best dressed, of course. Whoever wants one first and pays for it gets it. So usually if a single tree like this size is around the $20 mark to deliver anywhere in Australia. Even if it was a couple of these in one box, possibly it's still the same price. So it's usually on weight, and these aren't too heavy. So I'll give you an idea of what the postage might be, but usually it's around the $20 mark. So and I've got some really small little stock as well, some other things that I'll show you, but let's start off with some Shinpaku Junipers. Now I'll put our number out. So the first one is number 1. So this is the first one. This is number 1. Okay, so just so you know, it's a nice little cascadey one that you would have seen me do a number of demos on. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this more upright one. So that's number 2. It's a bit more upright, twin trunk, bit of work, bit of years still in there, but the structure's all there. So that's number 2 there. Number 3 is this nice twisty kind of cascadey kind of one. So that's number 3. This is a much bigger one. So that's number 4. Number 4, long, more semi-cascade, much big, older tree too, be older. So that's number 4. And number 5 is this really cool little miniature one. So number 5. Okay. So as I said, on their own, these are probably $20 to send across. So if the price list, email me for the price list. Let me show you some other stuff. Okay, so if you want some small stuff that's really interesting and really cool, these are awesome little Kingsville box. They're so tiny, so slow growing, and really make stunning bonsai there. Tiny little Kingsville box. Like I can send you quite a few of those in a box. That's pretty easy. They might combine purchases. So they're Kingsville box. I've got lots of those. Now, if you're into Buxus Harlandii, they're that corky bark Buxus. I've got cuttings of those. They're really hard to get, and they're hard to strike as well sometimes. So these are pretty cool. Dwarf gardenias. If you're interested in dwarf gardenias, got lots of those as well. Now, I only got one more corky bark elm. One more. It's a corky bark elm, so it's starting to cork up already at the base. I can't really show you, but a little corky bark elm. Now, these are really cool, interesting. These are crab apples, grafted crab apples of different colors, pink and white flowering. Now, hard to tell which one's which anymore because I've got a few of those, but if you're interested in crab apples that are grafted, so looking, in the future, you'll have nice flowers on them, etc. There's lots of those as well still available. Now, these are being popular, and these are actually Trident Maple Root Over Rock started out. So they've been put on the rock already. Not sure underneath how it is, that's the honest truth, but they're already grasping the rock, most of them. So that's pretty solid, not moving anywhere. So these are heavy though, so might have to pay a bit extra, one at a time, postage. They're a bit heavy, so probably not the best to send across, but if you're in Melbourne and you're keen, probably a bit easier if you're in Melbourne and you're keen on these little Root Over Rock Trident Maples. They're a bit too heavy to send out as I thought. as I think it might get pretty much destroyed in the mail a little bit. So maybe not for interstaters. I wish I could, but if you're still in Melbourne and you're keen on these guys, then there's that. Now I did have my little sensational little 40-year-old Prunus Mume white flowering. You've seen it on my probably channel quite a bit in white flower before. It's looking like this because the summer loses all its leaves early. It's in a Japanese pot. You can understand this is a very old tree, and if you're keen on this one, I'll let you know what that one is as well. Also available are these Japanese imported pots. They're all quite large if you're into large Japanese pots. I've still got some of these left, including a Yamafusa green one there as well. All right, so again, that's what's available. Now, the huge Trident Maple also still available, and a magnificent old Black Pine is still available. But if you're interested, then I'll do that separately because that's not easy to move around in Australia, too big. But in the meantime, if you're keen on any of those, email me at bonsaiworks@gmail.com. Bonsai with works is with an X at the end. I'll put it in the comments below. And yeah, so have a go if you're keen, and I'll see you soon.